You're trying to learn that piece that you like, and it takes you weeks or even months before you finally have those notes somehow in the fingers. And probably you're doing some practicing mistake that most beginners do, and that is repeating mistakes. Trial error method, I call that. So you're playing until you make a wrong note, and you start over again and again and again. And actually what you're doing is programming the wrong notes, the mistakes. In this video I'm going to show you a real strategy which, as simple as it sounds, and as it is actually, many beginners don't do this, and therefore wasting many hours and days and weeks. So that same piece that maybe takes you a few months to learn, you can do that in several days, and sometimes even hours, by just applying this simple method. And that is the method of tolerating yourself no mistakes. If you think, oh, well, how is it possible if you don't know the piece to play without mistakes? It is possible. You just have to adjust the tempo of which you play, and you have to learn to work in divisions. So let's get to it. My name is Lars Nelissen, pianist, teacher, and composer, and on this YouTube channel I will share with you videos that help you improve your piano playing. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button so you will be notified for future videos. So for this video I took the example of a piece that most beginners like to play, Fürlies by Beethoven. Etc. You all know the piece. It starts in this way, later it gets more difficult, but what I'm teaching you applies for every piece you learn, particularly if you're a beginner. In the end of the video I will explain you why I say this. But let's first explain you this method and how to play without mistakes. Most students will play like something like that, you know. For me, very difficult to imitate how students play, but you get the point. Mistakes and repeating them over and over, trial error. I suggest that you first read very clearly what you should do with the right fingerings. Okay. Okay. That were the right notes. So you do it a few times, maybe 10 times. And again. Okay, when it goes good. Okay, here the left hand enters. This is A minor. See? Taken over by the right hand. This A minor chord. So you try to connect left and right. Until there. Don't continue yet. Be very disciplined about it and do it again. And do this several times until you start to feel more comfortable. Only then you go into the next section. You start here where the left hand enters. Until there. Do this again. See, I added now 2 notes. That's fine. If that's without mistakes, that's okay. Do it again. Okay. Now I add a little bit but I don't start from the beginning again. I'm not start from the start all the time over and over. So I go to where it overlaps a little bit. So I just played this until there. So now I start here. And again. Okay, once again. Your fingers will tell you they have their intelligence when they're understood. I see the fingers like they are a class with 10 children, and you have to instruct them to do as you wish and to work together. But they only can do what they need to do when you instruct them consequently the right instructions. If you change your instructions, then you tell them this, and the next time you tell them a little bit different, they get confused. So you actually teach the fingers then to get confused. Don't do that. Give them the exact same information again and again until the notes are programmed. And with the notes, I mean the notes and the rhythm. So even if we work in divisions and take a little pause, we make sure that in our mind every note is on the right beat. Therefore, it's good to count from the very start. So let's do this again. And now we got comfortable. Now we try to play it a little bit longer. Okay, maybe that will be difficult to play like this the first time. So you take little breaks, little pauses. So pause, wait, wait and prepare, wait and prepare, etc. Do this again. Wait and prepare, wait and prepare, wait and prepare, etc. You do this until you start to feel comfortable. Then you try to just continue playing. Maybe you do that, but you make it a little bit slower so that you have enough time to think in advance what comes. Okay, that works. And then you can repeat that and then slowly, gradually go with the tempo to where you want to go. If you work like this in a very disciplined manner, you will see that even though it feels not like that in the beginning, in the start, but eventually we learn the piece fast, we don't get bored, we keep excited about it, we learn more repertoire, because eventually the more pieces you're able to learn, the more experience you will get at the piano, and the more easy it will go. Now, I told you in the beginning that for very experienced players, we not always practice like that. We practice like that, but first we experiment, we make mistakes, we are aware of the mistakes, we correct them, we find solutions, and we experiment again. Sometimes I play pieces even faster than they have to be. And I let mistakes happen on purpose to see where the weak points, the weak spots, and then I go into work and polish them and eliminate those mistakes in a very conscious, organized manner. Because eventually, if we want to make progress, we have to experiment. But when you are a beginner, it's very risky to do, and I don't recommend it. And I would just follow the teacher's fingerings and instructions, because when you experiment, you need to have the experience to know and judge what's right and what's not right. And try out this method. I'm sure it will help you, and leave in the comments how that works for you. I'm very curious to hear about that. For those who like to really learn more about piano technique, so everything about finger technique, arm technique, check out my coming course. The link is in the description. Subscribe if you didn't subscribe yet for more videos like this in the future, and hit that like button to let other people know that this was a good video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.